Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's asynchronous session. This week, I was thinking about allowing us to spend a little bit of time actually working towards the end goal of the task four in a way that we can share with each other. And so the sole activity this week is going to be a blog, ultimately taking a small piece of the task four, looking at one particular piece of students' work, analyzing it, looking at the feedback, and just providing some reflections. What I think we can do with this is then be able to share out our ideas and see what other folks are doing and be able to kind of collect and collaborate. So after you've finished this blog, keep looking back and look at the other links and see what other people have done. And hopefully that'll get us a chance to be able to give some ideas, share, be peers and colleagues, and really also celebrate the fantastic work that we've all been doing. And so in this particular week, we're going to be on the second part of this chapter, and we're going to be looking at lower in the page, feedback and analyzing data of reflection. And so what I want you to do is I want you to be able to take a look at task four. And there are a few sections in task four, but the two major ones is number one, where we analyze the student data at different grain sizes. We look at the whole class, and then we look at 3 pieces of student work, and we see how that all fits together. What do we know about what our students know? And so part of our reflection is going to be around that. And I'm going to ask you to just show one piece of students' work. Remember to be sure to take the student's name off of it or not show the student's name. And I want you to write a reflection about what do you know about what they learned. And so that's the grading and kind of what we know about student learning part. But then I want us to switch gears and take a look at the other major part of the task four, which is feedback. And I want us to kind of think about, what are the differences between feedback and grading. And so what I want you to do is I want you to analyze the feedback that you've given to students. And I want you to write a little bit about why you gave the feedback that you did. And then if possible, I want you to also write, what did the students do with that feedback? Like, where did it go from there? And I have 2 caveats for this particular assignment. Number one, if any parts of these are missing, like if there wasn't an opportunity yet to see what the students have done with the feedback, or that was not possible, that's okay. Talk aspirational, talk about what you would hope would happen. And then number 2, I know that some of us aren't going to be at capstone yet, and that's fine. I want you to just take a different piece of student work. Or if you would prefer, look at the assessment you're going to give, and after you've taken a look at that, what do you think might be some of the barriers students might have, and how would you do that? How would you support them? What kind of feedback would you give? So that's our focus for this particular week. It's going to be just the one activity because it's going to be a slightly maybe longer blog reflection. These ones I'm going to take a look at very specifically and provide some feedback, and that'll be a way that I can kind of give you some feedback on task four as we get to that point. I'm really impressed with how y'all are doing, and thanks so much for working hard. Looking forward to continuing this. And as always, please email me or send a message in Slack if you have any questions. Thanks, folks.